Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one of these videos. Now, I'm going to be talking a bit about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, okay, and another couple of things, what it would be like, what it might be like, sorry. These are just theories that I'm kind of making up in my head about what I think about what I want the game to be like. Uh, Things that Friday the 13th game don't actually have. So, yeah, that kind of thing. Um, so, first of all, um, yeah, I was looking at a couple of theory videos or whatever, um, amongst other things about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. On YouTube video of it rather than looking at written information. This was a video, and the guy's theory was that you may not be able to. One of the theories, I mean, he might have been reading this information that came from the developers. I doubt they just straight up told him this, but he seems to think that you may not be able to kill Leatherface or the family members that are probably going to be playable as well. First of all, like this is like um, if that's true, then um, well, it just how'd that work out though? Would you just survive the night? Just figure out how to escape? Um, I mean, I want to be able to fight back. Um, you know, um, I don't want the game to be like Dead by Daylight because, excuse me, because if it is going to be like Dead by Daylight, then uh, it's pointless because it's just a Dead by Daylight clone, right? You probably will be able to fight back um, in this game, but um, I'm not sure about killing the killer. When he kind of raised that point, it kind of made me think, okay, well maybe that might not actually happen. I mean, I want that to happen. I want to be able to take down the killer rather than have to run away or fix a car and then die fixing it. It's just no. I never played Friday the 13th the game like that. I always played with groups that wanted to kill Jason every time. That's all I did. I'm not saying everybody does it that way because they don't. They don't play Friday like that. Um, some people like to fix the car. They like to escape because if you escape, you survive. That's I don't mind doing that. The odd time, I just want someone to fix up the car and then I can escape with them. Fair enough. But me fixing the car myself, I won't usually do that unless I'm let escape or something, something like that. But if it's against Jason um, that knows what he's doing, yeah, I'm probably gonna have a better chance of trying to fight him, honestly, than fix the car or the boat or something that he's gonna morph to straight away, or the phone box for that matter, to call the police. Now you'll probably be able to do all of these things, some of these things, if not all of these things, in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and that's what I'm, more or less talking about in this video. That's what I wanted to talk about. like, how will the escape work? Can you just are you just gonna be able to fix a car, put it together, put the gas in? Well, you'll obviously have to look for the gas first. Look for the gas, look for a battery, find car keys. Now, with the car keys though, are the killers gonna be able to take the car keys and hide them in some spot? Because I don't really want it to be a trolls game. I don't. Excuse me. I don't want it to be where the killer can just have the advantage of doing anything, as opposed to the survivors going around like morons looking for the car keys or something. When the killer or killers can go around, getting rid of the car items, in the map, around the map. So yeah, trying to find them is a bit annoying enough. I guess we're kind of used to doing that in Friday the 13th, the game, but you still have people who try to hide the gas and the battery and the car keys in Jason's house, and it just doesn't work out when someone's trying to put the car together and you find out that those items are in Jason's house. And obviously when you go in, Jason morphs there and kills you. Is that gonna happen in this game? I really, really, really hope it doesn't. Because if it does, then that's just gonna it's gonna bring in a lot of toxic players, cheaters, trolls at the game who do anything but help you out. They don't help you out. They don't help you find the gas. They don't help you find the battery. They don't help you try and kill Jason. And the same will probably go for people with this game. People who have played Friday, trolls who have played Friday, are probably going to be going on this game as well. And that's a bit of a problem, honestly. So don't be a troll or whatever. But no, seriously, you get players like that who just ruin the experience. And Friday is kind of a very damaged already sort of game. So, the fact that people do this and make it worse, they don't care about doing that. They don't care what they're doing or who they're doing it to. Hiding the gas and the battery and the likes of Pinehurst and Jarvis House. Come on. Those maps are big enough to actually try and look for the gas and battery, alone. Let alone when they are hidden at Jason's house or something like that. Now, that doesn't happen all the time. You don't get people who do that. Most of the time, you're not going to get that. But then you do. Then you do get people who do that. I just don't want that to exist in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I just want this game to have, in terms of content, I want it to have what Friday could not get, right? And I don't want them to disappoint. That literally, of course, because that's what they did with Friday the 13th game. There was the lawsuit. We all know how that turned out. So that can't happen again. It just can't. There can't be another lawsuit. It causes too much issues for people who want to play the game, and then no content gets put in the game. Sorry, but I don't think that's very fun, honestly. If you disagree with that, then stop watching this video or something, or don't play the game. But there's Fortnite and all that. Go play Fortnite. Go do that on Fortnite, and I guarantee you no one will care about that. or else they will, and they'll start, a big deal about it. When people do it on Friday, it's just they think it's allowed. It's just, nothing gets done about it. So, but that doesn't mean it's allowed. You can't just do that. But people do it, and nothing gets done about it. They don't get banned, so you're probably not gonna ban someone for doing things like that because they sound like little things, but when they're actually being done in the game, they're not. They're actually quite big things. Why would you even do that? Why would you even go? And I'm going off topic a bit, but yeah. The point is that people have hidden the gas in difficult to reach areas. And I use the word difficult lightly, of course, very lightly. If that same thing happens on Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, I don't know, it's not gonna make the game fun. It's probably gonna be overpowered in terms of the killers. The killers are probably gonna have all the advantage again because once Jason hits rage, you're done. Eventually, you can run him around for a couple of minutes, but eventually you just, lose. Eventually that happens, and yeah, there's no longer. It's just game over then, So obviously, this can't be the exact same thing in this game. Don't make it where you have no, to where the survivors have no to where they're not balanced, or to where they don't have a chance, because what's gonna happen then is the killers are just gonna win the whole time. And if it turns out that there are more than 2 or 3 killers that are gonna be able to be that you're gonna be able to play as in the game during the course of the game, however that's gonna work, they're probably gonna be able to take stuff from you, and you're gonna have to try and get it back. If they take loot items, when I say loot items, I mean they're gonna be able to loot it from you, loot the items from you, from your dead body, for instance, and someone else is gonna have to try and catch the killer and take that item that they took. It could be the car keys, it could be a battery, it could be the gasoline. It doesn't matter what item it is. It could still be a necessity, a requirement for a getaway vehicle. And if you die and the killer takes that from your body, it's bad enough when they take it from you when you're alive. So if this happens both ways, it just, I don't know. That's the kind of stuff that I don't like. I don't know why they put that stuff into games, because it doesn't make it that fun for the survivors. Sorry, but if I'm playing as a survivor, I don't want any of that to happen. Now that doesn't mean it won't happen. It probably is going to happen. And the same thing is probably going to happen with that Evil Dead game. But that's a different game altogether. I'm just saying, it's a multiplayer game, and it's based on the movies and the TV show. It's the same principle, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just talking about this, just things that happen in multiplayer video games. It's really over the top what the games are given, in terms of it being unfair or overpowered. It's too much for the survivors. So it needs to be balanced to a certain degree, and I don't mean just a tiny bit. like a tiny bit, like that. I mean, it has to be like balanced a good bit for it to be enjoyable. Because we all want to enjoy the game. We all want to have a good time on the game, right? And a lot of us did on Friday, right? That's how it should be. It shouldn't be where someone has to rage quit because someone, cheated and nothing gets done about that. Sorry, but that's not fun. It's just, I'm gonna quit if I have to quit. Like that's not exactly rage quitting. It's not rage quitting if you get a bunch of teamers on the game. That's not a problem. It's not really what I want to address right now. But yeah, I guess it is another example. But I'm not going to talk about that yet. I'm just talking about the content that the game should get and what the game should be like, rather than it be something like that. Talking about teaming, problems that the game will have in terms of that. That kind of thing. It's not really what I want to talk about. The next thing the game needs are dedicated servers. That's something the game needs. Not should have, it needs it. Well, yeah, it should have it too, but I don't mean it should have as in don't give I don't mean it like the game should have it, but it's not going to be given it. It should be given it because it needs it. It's just as simple as that. That's as basic as I can put it. Really, it needs. It's gonna need certain things, right? And obviously, Friday the 13th, the game got dedicated servers. Now they're gone. They're gone and they're not coming back. Like, I don't know why they got rid of the servers to begin with. I don't know. They probably had to get rid of them. I don't know. I sure hope there's a reason they got rid of them, because since they did, wow, the game's gone a lot more downhill than it already has after the lawsuit happened. So it's gotten, it's much worse now that there's no dedicated servers. So if the host quits, the whole game goes out and then it takes 2 or 3 minutes to find another lobby. That can't happen in this game. It's gonna die the game down, and I think that problem alone will make that happen, rather than 2 or 3 things helping it do that. I think that problem is gonna it's gonna pull the game backwards instead of forwards. Obviously, the game has to go forward to make it better, right? If it goes back, then I don't know. If I was developing a game, I wouldn't want the game to go back the way. I'd want it to go forward, because that would be the positive direction. If it goes back, then sorry, you're not doing your jobs right. They have to correct some mistakes that they made. Admitting them is the first step. I'm not sure if they've, done that yet, but hopefully with this game, they have the trailer out, the first look, the teaser trailer or whatever. Like that's all fine and dandy, man, but it just, what's the game going to be like? Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be another Dead by Daylight? Or are you gonna be able to fight? Maybe not with your fists, but with melee weapons or something. A pipe, a machete, an axe, a golf club this time. I mean, they would probably have to match the 1974 movie. I think obviously it's based on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, which I have no interest in at all. I've said before that I don't like the movies. I think I mentioned that. If I didn't, I'm saying it now. I don't like the movies, but I'll buy the game. I'll play the game if it's decent. Like, I was gonna buy Friday the 13th the game. I pre-ordered it. I just didn't get the Savini Jason thing. But like, you know, if there's a pre-order going to be available for this game, I don't know if I'm gonna like pre-order it straight away. I would need to play it myself this time around. Whereas with Friday the 13th game, I just saw, oh wow, they made Friday the 13th the game. I don't need to play this for myself. I'm just gonna buy it anyway because I knew it was going to be good. I saw a gameplay of it. But they're making another game, right? They're making another game that there will probably be a pre-order for. And this time, I'm probably going to have to play it myself. Well, if I play it, that probably means that that will probably mean that I bought it. So I'll probably look at gameplay, essentially. And then figure out whether I'm going to actually buy it or not. Because, I mean, I didn't do that with Friday 13th. No, I did and didn't. I pre-ordered the game when I was aware of it. I'm probably not going to do the same with this because I'm already aware of this. So, I don't know. It's like Friday 13th, the game came out of nowhere. It not like that. I don't mean it came out of nowhere and nobody was aware of it. They were aware of it. I just myself was not aware of it. And when I saw that it was a thing, well, I of course pre-ordered it. I don't know if I'll be doing the same thing with this, even if there even is a pre-order going to be available for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. The fact that, like, and this is another issue that concerns me. It's based on the 1974 movie, so the characters in that movie, the main ones. I haven't watched the full thing, or maybe I have before. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I hate the movies. I hate them. I don't like them. I just don't like the way. I just don't think it's survival horror. It's not really meant to be. I don't think because it's just missing a lot of things in my opinion. But maybe it's because of the style I prefer. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies just don't have that style. They just don't. It might be considered a classic, but not all classics are good. It comes back to opinions. So because the game is based on this 1974 movie, I'm pretty sure I'm correct with the year there. So like, I mean, I hope you're going around, beating Leatherface up with a baseball bat or even a freaking frying pan. I mean, you can do all that in Friday 13th the game, and they don't do any of that in the movies. They don't beat him up with a baseball bat. Certainly not a frying pan. If anything, they get killed with a frying pan. But they don't. But I'm being metaphoric. I'm being sarcastic as well. I mean that may as well have happened. Because like they don't go straight up and fight him in the Friday 13 movies. So, and they don't do that in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. In fact, they barely even fight back at all. I think one guy in the remake, the 2013 remake, which I am familiar with, I have watched that. I just didn't like the ending for a couple of obvious reasons. I'm not going to get into them though because it takes a while to explain. But I mean, he tried to fight back with a shotgun. Like, all these things, man. It's not really fighting back if you don't manage to be able to do that. Fighting back is, in my opinion, with a baseball bat or some kind of a physical weapon that you can pick up, like a melee weapon. I don't know, it could be a TV remote. It doesn't matter. You can still hold a TV remote and whack someone with it. My point is, you need to be able to do that with something, a physical object, a weapon. It's not going to be a shoe, it's going to be a weapon, right? A plank of wood, I don't care what it is, just a weapon of some sort, and beat him up. Now, realistically, I can't imagine the game being like that because that doesn't happen in the movies. And they don't kill him, so I don't think that's gonna be able to happen either. Now, I want it to happen, but I don't think it will. They don't go and kill Leatherface in the movie. One guy fights him, okay, in like the 2003 movie or something like that. But that's it. Like, they don't kill him. They don't try to kill him. They all run. I get that's the idea of horror, but it doesn't make it scary for the viewer, right? I want to see some action, but they're not survival action horror. It's just a regular uh, 70s slasher or 2003 slasher or whatever. It's not fighting bad material. But anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up because I've been talking for quite a bit now, and yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying? Hopefully it's not too much of a problem. I just like to get certain things cleared up before a game or movie actually happens. In this case, it's about a game, and I don't usually make videos like this, like I said before. So yeah, I don't ever make videos like this. It's usually gameplay videos that I do. Check them out on my channel also if you're interested. But yeah, that'll wrap this video up. Hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Hope it's entertaining to some degree. And I surely hope the game will be the same. Because if it's not, I'm going to sue Good Media. I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. They'd probably be able to do that to me before I got the chance to do that to them. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. See you then.